Hello and welcome. My name is Caroline Howitt, and today I will be sharing my Outstanding Scholars Research poster on Chapter 5 of Leadership Theory and Practice, the Situational Approach. Without further ado, let's get right into it. The big question to ask is, what is situational leadership? Situational leadership was created by Paul Hershey and Ken Blanchard and can be defined as, quote, a model of leadership that argues there is no one best way to lead, and that the most effective style depends on the nature of the situation, including both the task and the people involved, to which the leader should adapt. Essentially, different situations require different kinds of leadership. Situational leadership can be broken down into two parts: leadership styles and follower development levels. We can see those two parts in the Situational Leadership 2 model, or better known as the SL2 model. To begin dissecting this model, we will be first looking at the leadership styles portion of it. Leadership styles are determined based on their relationship to both directive and supportive behaviors. Directive behaviors help both individuals and group members accomplish a goal by giving directions, establishing clear goals and methods, setting timelines, defining roles, and communicating through one-way communication. This allows the leader to explain what is to be done, how it should be done, and who is to do it. On the other hand, supportive behaviors help individuals and group members feel comfortable with themselves, their peers, and the situation they are dealing with through two-way communication. This allows for social and emotional support by asking for input, solving problems, receiving praise, and listening. Using these two components, we can break down the SL2 model into four base leadership styles known as directing, coaching, supporting, and delegating. Directing is a high directive, low supportive style. In this style, the leader has a focus on communication for goal achievement and less so for supporting their followers. The leader will give instructions, then step back to carefully supervise. Coaching is a high directive, high supportive style. The leader focuses on communication for both completing a goal and emotional support. The leader will involve themselves with the followers, encouraging and allowing input. Despite this emotional support, the leader will still have final say on how and when a goal is accomplished. Supporting is a low directive, high supportive style. The leader does not exclusively focus on goals, instead opting to bring out the best of the followers' skills and act more as a facilitator. Lastly, delegating is a low directive, low supportive style. The leader steps back, having confidence in their followers to complete a task and establish confidence, motivation, and emotional support. The second part of the SL2 model displays the development level of the followers. Development levels can be broken down into the amount of competence and commitment followers have. D1 followers are unable and willing to complete a task. They have low competence and high commitment. They are at the lowest level of development. They are eager and motivated to help, but lack the skills, knowledge, and ability to do so. D2 followers are unable and unwilling to complete a task. They possess low competence and low commitment and are unable to complete a task because they lack the skills and self-confidence to do so. D3 followers are able and unwilling to complete a task. They have high competence and low commitment. Despite their developed level, they are unmotivated and nervous about performing a task. Finally, D4 followers are able and willing to complete a task. They have high competence and high commitment. They are at the highest level of development and possess experience. They are independent and responsible for themselves. On the bottom of the poster, I just have some examples of famous situational leaders. Alan Mulally of the Ford Motor Company, Steve Jobs of Apple, Satya Nadella of Microsoft, and Ed Catmull of the Pixar Animation Studios. Each of these leaders implemented situational leadership in their own unique ways when handling difficult situations. As we wrap up, I wanted to share a consistent issue I faced in my research. Situational leadership has many resources available on it, but there's not much else to it besides the base ideas surrounding it. Thus, my research on this topic came up with a lot of the same results. Also, two questions to consider as we conclude are: who in your life is a situational leader? And what leadership styles do they use? That concludes my presentation on situational leadership. Thank you very much for your time.